And on that note, hi everyone.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Is your birthday suit mobile? If it's not, you should see a doctor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, every
I don't know,
birthday
have you
suit, I
seen-
think.
Not everyone's so lucky.
Is your refrigerator running? It's not. Okay, have a good day then.
You should
I mean,
probably get someone to check that out.
Where are my D4s?
They're hiding from you.
Yep, I've got my important dice. D20s. D4s.
What about if you need to attack things?
And a D2.
Oh, you mean a coin?
I got my happy fun bag.
What?
I don't
I've
know
got
which
my
ones I'm
good
gonna
dice.
need,
We
but I
can't
don't-
show
the ones that actually-
Pierre, we can't show your happy fun bag on camera.
Twitch, not OnlyFans.
I've got my good dice, which means they treat me horribly, but they're too shiny for me to get rid of.
Except for when I need you to roll terribly.
On the bright side, Pierre, the OnlyFans would be a good place for you to use that Dota collection you got.
The used one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's time to bring it back.
How many years has that joke carried on, and it's just such a terrible joke?
Not enough.
3?
Hey, you gotta have stamina
Like three?
somehow. Anyways, where were we?
They gotta be used somehow.
Spear had a dinner date.
Ah, yes,
Had-
Pierre and Sphere had a dinner date. The heirs.
No, it was not a dinner date, because it was like almost first thing in the morning.
And I'm gonna go look at a corpse
It
man.
says dinner that evening at the.
Oh, no, we
Watch the
have a
cat.
dinner date coming. I thought you said we had a dinner date.
No, no,
No.
You have an upcoming dinner date in
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
Any date is a dinner date if you're jet lagged enough.
Considering there's not such a thing as a jet in this world.
Carriage lagged.
Carriage lagged.
Travel logged.
Portal
Oh.
lagged.
No,
Carpet lagged.
a travel log is when you take. No, we're moving on. Stupid joke.
And maybe don't eat my
Take
dice.
notes
'cause
about your travels.
They are
Yeah.
bad.
Thought it was funny.
No, it wasn't. You're wrong.
So,
And I've set up an appointment to go to the prison with the church.
yeah,
And
that's
I
right.
didn't set up an appointment to drop in on someone and look at corpses.
Yes, you did not. you did not create an appointment yet, but you know.
Are you going to?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
All right, time to open a website that randomly creates names for me.
My shoulders are phasing in and out of existence. I think my webcam is having a stroke.
It's either
It's
that or
okay.
you.
I feel it's very befitting that I'm sitting in the dark room compared to everyone else who's very well lit.
Thank you.
So, let's see.
Mine's
Where
very
were we?
backlit.
What like time of day were we last time?
Tuesday.
I think
feel
it
like it
was
was, like-
early afternoon, mid afternoon. Because we'd all just done their first things for the day. Which for
So-
Tim meant getting drunk.
Yeah,
Or failing to.
John.
Or
is your
successfully
plan-
not getting drunk.
Oh, Kristen, that's right. You were also gonna check for blueprints of like the government structures.
That's right. Yeah. And
Oh,
if I had time, government history as well.
yes.
But more
So
interested in building histories, blueprints, that sort of thing.
do you want to start with those, or are you going to go straight to meeting Pierre first?
I had to reread my notes.
I mean, chronologically, I think the studying happens first, because wasn't Tim just...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you guys have like, do you have enough time that you're going to be going to do that before meeting Pierre?
Yeah, I think we have time for that.
Cool. All right.
Because I think it was
need help.
enough time that we were going to do our things and then still have time to meet up afterwards to.
Because Pierce things in the evening, and it's like barely, it's like early afternoon now.
Yes.
So we have a few
So-
hours.
Oh,
Tim just basically finished his breakfast haggis, so.
That's right. It was breakfast haggis.
It was breakfast haggis.
Does disgust me.
What's wrong with a nice breakfast sausage?
I like breakfast sausage.
All of it. The delivery system of the sausage is really what gets me.
So what did I find?
Well, let's see.
Oh,
Let me see if you entertain everyone real quick while I go find this. Entertain them.
That was entertaining.
Yeah,
it was.
did not work. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to focus on what's happening here.
What's happening here?
Yeah. Let's just have everyone focus on that.
Apologies.
Oh,
I had taken
okay.
notes the other day, but not put it in the computer.
Cool. He's back here.
Wasn't gonna be long. I'm more professional than that.
Pay no
I'm not.
attention to the curtain behind the man.
Oh, look, you can see his Dom's fun bag right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, upon going to the library, you're basically just looking for like blueprints for the prison, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
So,
building histories as well? Just
roll me a perception or a praise check.
they're the same bonus. All right, that's gonna be 23.
So you are able to find some like preliminary maps of the prison essentially. And due to like their age and there's essentially like patches on them for back in like earlier times, you know, if you don't have magic, a lot of the time it takes to make these things, whenever there's a mess up, you just put a patch over it and then draw over that.
Yeah.
So there's just like, you know, pieces of that like all throughout it. But you also detect a faint scent of lemon, which is weird.
Ooh, damn, stupid player knowledge.
Okay, smells like lemon, and that's weird. So, as someone who's like made a bunch of forgeries before, is there any kind of knowledge check I could do to know what would make paper smell like lemon?
I have a theory here about what could make a paper smell like lemon.
I'm thinking it's lemon juice to make
Lemons.
invisible ink visible.
Yeah, okay.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say lemons, but
Yes. But yeah, so
My
with
character
your
knows that.
like with your easy knowledge of like the early concept of invisible ink and like the fact that you've made any amount of forgeries, then like yeah, you can take a guess that there's probably some invisible ink on here, like on like one or two of these patches, possibly.
Okay. How closely supervised is the library?
It's not super not like people watching you constantly, but like, you know, it is run by a librarian, and if you try to do something that may or may not harm a a book or scroll, they may be very upset with you.
Okay. I'm trying to decide whether to try to bring something back to see the ink or just pocket the map. How big is the scroll? Or is it a scroll or is it a parchment? Is it
It's more like a parchment, yeah. Um probably about like a foot by a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet.
Okay.
Not 8.5 by 11. I can promise you that.
Right. Am I always in direct line of sight of someone, or are they like moving around? Sometimes there's shelves between me and them.
There's like there's like some stacks and stuff that you can like dodge behind. Similar to like a standard library, there's a place you can hide if you need to.
Okay. Do I detect any magic on the parchment itself?
You do not.
Okay. I just want to make sure there weren't any like wards to prevent stealing.
Nah.
Cool.
But now that you've said that, I should have thought of that.
So nothing on the shop itself either?
No.
Okay. I've tried taking things out of shops and campaigns before, and ouch.
Sometimes it
Okay.
works. We got a nice croquet set out of it.
Hey, I paid for that.
John bought that.
He paid
I
for that.
paid for that.
Yes, and then you took it out of the store.
I'm trying to find. I have an ability to disguise an object to look like something else, and I can't
Ooh.
seem to find it right hand.
Step 1, baggy clothing.
Is it not one of your mesmerist spells?
I thought it was, but I don't see it here. Oh, here it is.
I think there's a cantrip that handles this. It's targeted on the nearest security guard, and the incantation is, "Hey, look, a distraction."
No, I found what I was looking for.
You go full
do I find
hitman and you
anything
flip a
else
copper
useful?
onto the floor.
Not really. That
Okay.
seems to be like a lot of the others are like other scrolls of like government buildings and stuff are like similarly patched up, but you don't detect any like scent to them really.
Okay. Is there anything particularly useful on any of the maps that wasn't on Jiminy's map or anything else we've found so far?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. I write down some notes anyway using my own paper that I've clearly brought with me,
Yes.
and make some notes, do some things, spend a fair amount of time there. And then I pull my stack of papers together and I cast Decrepit Disguise on the map that I want to keep to make it look like my papers.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So it basically just makes it look like a worthless version of a scroll. So it's just a piece of paper now.
Right, and since
Or-
I had others of my papers with it, I just tuck it in with those. I put back the other things that I've pulled to my table or wherever it is that I've been working on. You know, just put things back and head out.
On your way out, librarian just kind of like signals at you, just like, "Hey,
Thanks for your help.
Shh." Awesome.
Cool.
So you have now stolen something.
Yep.
Hey,
I mean,
does
it's a-
that make
it's a
it the
heist
first
campaign.
time we're a thief?
I mean, not
No, we
really.
heisted something from that other guy.
Yeah,
But it was really to bring it back to the people it belonged to.
also true.
We're the feisty repossessors, not the feisty
Well, I mean,
heisters.
you didn't really give it back to the townsfolk. You gave it to someone in the Thieves Guild who probably sold it to someone.
Fair.
All right.
I'll bring it back if I get around to it.
So what do you do now that you have this strange parchment that smells a little bit like lemons?
I'm gonna go back to base camp, to Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I'm gonna be careful not to be followed.
It does not look like anyone is following you.
Cool. I go back to Thieves Guild.
Okay. What's
Or
your
any of
plan?
my trying to remember who.
It's like I didn't want to do anything with it. I just wanted it.
It's my house.
No, I'm trying to remember who would seems like they'd be likely to help me with that.
Not it. I'm not there anyways.
No, you're not there anyways. Maybe Reina? Maybe?
Like, does anyone here know how to read
Or
invisible ink?
Ragna?
Someone just points at it. Melon. Yeah, I got nothing.
Ragnar definitely could because they do a lot of alchemy stuff, and invisible ink certainly would fit under that category.
I go to Ragna.
Is it a particularly hot sunny day while she's walking?
Why?
No reason.
Just
Just play your knowledge.
Kristen, odd or even?
Odd.
Okay. It is a cool day. Kind of
But
cloudy.
why?
So you get you get to
Why does the sun matter?
don't worry about it yet. John, I hate you for this. So I hate you just because of the confusion you've caused.
Then clear the
That's fine.
confusion.
That's fine. I could be
Okay,
hated.
Okay. You get to the guild, and you saying you're going to go see Ragna?
Yeah.
All right. So Ragna sort of says hey as you walk in. It's just like, hey, what you need?
I think there might be some invisible writing on this parchment that I found.
Yes. All right.
I was
Haven't had-
hoping you could help me.
All right. What we got? What's it look like? What's it? Can we tell what it's made out of yet?
First, I deactivate my spell.
Smart. Oh yeah, no, I see it now.
And I showed. I was like, it smells kind of lemony, and I seem to recall that being a way of doing invisible ink.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that's like the 101, like Babby's first invisible ink.
Yep.
You tried put anything hot near it yet?
Not yet. I just borrowed it from the library. I didn't want to put
Okay,
any
hold
heat
on.
on it
It
there.
just like goes underneath her desk for a bit, and pulls out like a sizable stick with a bunch of stuff wrapped around it, and lights up some like tinder and lights the torch on fire. Is like, all right, let me see it.
Careful not to burn the paper.
It's probably replaceable.
Congratulations,
really.
you have a lemonade stain.
It's not really replaceable. It's the preliminary map of a place I'm trying to learn more about. The early
Kind of, like,
blueprints.
Holds the paper or the parchment up, and like the torch kind of far away, enough that it doesn't light on fire probably. And after a couple moments, you see a sort of like brownish stain show up on one of the patches, and it
Gross.
is essentially it is a map of the prison as you had seen, except that there's the stain is basically in above the courtyard, but before solitary confinement. There's a little like set of rooms, and there is what appears to be like a symbol for a doorway in the left wall.
Okay.
Wait,
In
so
like the little middle room between the courtyard and solitary, or the tea room
Yes.
between
the middle
two
room.
cells. Okay.
I sketch it real quick in my notes just so I can see it, have it for later, have it on something less fragile. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, probably some. Well, you said these are preliminaries, right?
Yeah, but why would they make it invisible?
Well, I mean, if it's a secret door that like a secret getaway kind of thing, that's a probably not a good idea to show everyone that there's a secret hidden entrance / exit to your jail.
That's
So they probably
true.
just did that for building it and then covered it up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they could have hidden it a little better. How's it hidden in the jail? Behind a tapestry?
Are you there now, Tim?
No, just,
Wow,
It might
weird.
be. I had offered
Weird.
to like babysit him. Bring him
that's
with me.
That's true. However, I will say, bold of you to bring Sphere to a library.
Yeah, that's why I think we ended up deciding against it.
Yeah.
That's okay. None of the books there taste good. I know because I tasted them.
No,
they're wood.
because I didn't bring you with me.
Yeah.
They're wood. You can't handle wood, remember?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah, that's
above
fair.
the courtyard and
Arguably, though, that paper
Oh,
would
did
have been
you add
real
it
tasty
already?
with all that lemon.
No,
Uh,
I did not.
I did not. Yeah, because it's. I need to. I'll just send you like a screenshot of like the top half of it to make it easy. You don't have to like put it down right now. It's just
Definitely.
for the two of you to see.
Okay. Thank you for your help. This might make everything work better.
Yeah, of course. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. All right, yeah. Anyways, that'll be 2 copper for the torch I had to use.
That's exactly what I was thinking you were doing.
That's what I assumed as well.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and deduct that.
It's like hand him the copper. He's like, "Oh shit, that worked. That's awesome."
Do you realize what we could probably sell this map for?
Well, it's from the library. You can't sell a book from the library.
Right,
It's not
definitely
yours.
can't.
That's illegal.
Definitely isn't. Hey, look. There's the map with the edit on it.
Wow.
Nice. That was quick. All right. I guess everyone else still isn't back yet, probably.
Yeah. Let's jump over to John and see what he's up to now.
Alright.
Who do you want me to jump to, Pierre? Pierre, what are you doing
Kind
anyway,
of.
before
Yeah.
your meetup?
Yeah, let's
That's a good question.
Let's talk to Pierre for a moment.
Come back to me in a second. I'm still processing
you.
what I want to do.
Fuck
next.
you.
What are you doing?
What's
Something
Spear
interesting,
doing?
I hope.
Staring at the wall.
Yeah, let me rephrase. Your teammates have given you nothing to do and did not tell you to stay put. What have you done to give yourself stimulus?
Are we supposed to be
Are you
his
talking
boss?
to me because you kind of blanked out for a second.
Yes, I am talking to you.
Okay, I missed that part.
Yes.
The call dropped for a second.
Yeah, not on our
And
end.
you just sat there staring at the wall, and I was like, "Spare what now?"
Yeah, I would. I don't know. Investigating the town's haggis.
Are you pub crawling?
Why?
You're pub crawling.
Tim,
Your chai
I got him
pack is at
started.
every
Tim.
tavern.
I have a question for you. Why are you useless? I feel like it's a valid question, and as your teammates, we deserve an answer. Why are you useless?
I
It's
would
what
like to
my
posit.
character would do.
I would like to posit that one time I was like, "Guys, we should do a campaign. I have this great idea. It's about heisting." And Tim's like, "I would like to make a man that punches things." And I was like, "Tim, are you sure that that is a character you would like to make? Because I would like to remind you that this is about stealing things." And Tim is like, "I want to make him punch things real good."
And you know what? Sneaking? Fuck sneaking. I just want to be able to punch my way into something. Oh, what's
And to
that?
Be fair, I can
What's-
do it really well.
What's that? My two teammates have, like, 3 health points between the two of them? Oh, this'll be fine. I'll definitely make a combat-based character for all the combat that we're definitely going to be getting into. I have more points in diplomacy in this game than I've had in most skills ever. Like the one time I've had more points in something besides this one is the last campaign we did as a group. Well, no, the first one where I had like 30 points into craft muffins, and that's the most I've had in something.
It happened that one time.
It did.
Yep.
It
And
was
then you used
excellent.
it exactly once.
All right. What am I doing? I'm going to see Scarlet Dodan. That's what I'm going to do.
What's that? Oh, hold on. That's right. That's under the trial tab. Probably.
Mr. or
Yes, it
Mrs.
is.
Dodan.
M. Dodan. Could be Miss Dodan.
Could.
I had to explain that to a coworker the other day who doesn't primarily speak English. That like, yes, it's MR if it's a guy, regardless.
Mhm.
If it's a woman, is she married?
Yeah. Yeah.
She has kids.
It's
Is she married?
is
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, then
Is it
it's
a-
Mars.
Is it a boy? Yes, it's a mister. Is it a girl? Yes. Is there a mister involved?
Yeah. Well, no,
'Cause
because there's
Your
three
title
options.
doesn't depend on a woman. It depends on the man in this conversation.
Also, how old you are. Because MISS means that you're a young lady. And then MS means that you are unconnected to a man. And then Mr. S means that you've got a Mr. in your life. It's okay. Men have MSSR as well.
That's true.
Men have what?
MSSR. Pierre knows
Oh.
about that. Monsieur.
Isn't it like a superlative or something? No. Okay, whatever.
Sorry, my brain's off. I'm processing. I'm doing math and I'm doing things in my head that. Like,
Why are
taking
you doing
all of my
math?
focus.
Why are you doing that?
And D&D, I mean, well, I mean, I guess Tim's not, or he's not doing anything at the moment. Anyways, all right. So you are looking for Scarlet
As far
Dodan.
as they know.
Yes, I'm looking for Scarlet
Where-
Dodan. That's what I said.
So how are you trying to find that?
I'm gonna go down to the local coroner's office. That's
Scarlet
definitely
Dodo.
a thing.
I mean, probably, I guess.
I open up my yellow pages.
Yeah. All right. So
Actually, I do
But-
have a blue book or something. That's not the right one. The blue book's where you find the whorehouses and stuff, right?
well, I mean, it tells you about the city basically.
Okay, then yeah, I do have a blue book. A Kelly blue book.
Sell a horse that I literally just got found for you. Not good enough? Wow.
Blue Book would be a good name for a horse.
Kelly blue book. You're right, it would.
So I'm gonna say that this is likely in the I guess the prison ward is like basically going to like the civic hall is where you're gonna find like either the like coroners themselves or like all the law people that aren't like guards.
Yeah.
And or like figure out where to find those people.
Onwards!
Yeah, so you get to the civic hall where there is a secretary, which we've decided exists in this world.
No, no, reception.
Receptionist. Yes, thank you, Tim. How can I help you?
I am Lady Malin Esquire asking after the location of Scarlet Dodan, the coroner.
Dodan, hold on. Pulls out a file and starts like looking through, see like where they are. Dodan's off today.
When will they be back?
Vacation ends next 2 days from now.
Do you know if they left, or this is a legal inquiry?
Wait, what do you mean? Did they leave?
Like, vacation can just mean like a staycation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think left town for a bit, but I don't know when they're back. I don't ask questions.
No, I don't suppose you do. All right.
Hey, you ask
So-
enough for both of us.
It's my job. You said 2 more days?
It isn't mine. 2 days, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
In 2 days, I'll be playing, and you'll be talking to a coroner.
Okay, I turn leave.
Excellent. You
Just
leave.
as I leave the door, I'm like, have a nice day.
Sure. So Tim, which end do you go to?
Let me bring up the map real quick. That is the wrong map.
So you've got the ones I have already is the Blighted Imp, the Jeweled Nymph, and the Feather and Filthy Cobbler, which is still my favorite one.
Let's see. What do you got near Blusterfield Street?
Just full of face right there.
Near there is gonna be Blighted Imp.
All right. Is that where I met Pierre?
Were you at the Imp or were you at the Jeweled Nymph at that time?
I think the imp, because they set their thing to be the imp.
I think they were headed to the Filthy Cobbler, whatever.
I think we were meeting at the Filthy Cobbler. So that's by the gates.
That I do have written down for it was near the entrance, and that was why he said go to that one.
Okay. How about Steel Street? What do you got there?
Steel Street would be closer to Jeweled Nymph.
Okay. Let's give Jeweled Nymph a try.
Awesome. You go to the Jeweled Nymph. Let's see what. Oh, the special today is baked trout with green cabbage and blueberries.
Blech.
That actually doesn't sound
Did
bad.
Link make this?
Baked cabbage and blueberries?
No, baked trout with green cabbage and blueberries.
Green
Oh.
cabbage and blueberries.
I don't know that cabbage and blueberries go together personally.
Listen,
Yeah.
the elves here love it. There's a lot of elves that you're gonna find in here.
Honestly, if
The
you
trout
treat
and
the
blueberries, I
flavor
think, is
profiles
more
right, I could
questionable.
see it. I have no idea how to do it myself, but I could see it being
Why
done
is
right.
this what we're stuck on tonight? Why is this what this campaign is gonna be about? Is if
No.
this is a food crime or not?
I'm pressing X on doubt for this one.
Okay, well, I mean, worst case scenario, my constitution is 16. I can afford to give it a try.
All right, so you go into buy some. I like that you basically just walk along the street, look at the sign, and you're like, I could do some baked trout.
Please don't do the baked trout.
Is it from now on? I'm not even gonna be looking up what the names of the taverns are and where they are. I'm just assuming
They're
Spare is gonna be
special.
walking along the street, looking at the specials, and going, "That's the one I want to try today."
I mean, that's how I would live. Who judges a place based on their name? That's a foolish. That's like judging a person by the. Wow.
By their name.
I was
by
gonna
their
say
name.
base.
John, do you have a
by
question?
what? Because people are judged by literally anything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Or judging a
Alright,
human
so
based
anyway.
off of
Uh,
Judging a book off a cover.
I genuinely do that. The
Here's
best
the
sci-fi
thing,
novels
Pretty
have the
sure
best
almost
covers.
everyone does.
Listen, it's judging a book by its cover is bad by virtue of like when you look at a cover, it doesn't necessarily tell you a lot about what's inside. But a lot of covers really tell you exactly what's inside and make you go, I'm all right.
In modern times, they absolutely do. When that quote was written, most book covers were
Yeah, they
slabs
were
of leather with
brown.
embossed gold on them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was brown and it said Tom Sawyer, and you're like, I don't know what that means, so I guess I'll have to read it.
I'm illiterate. I can't read.
Yeah, if they had
Yeah.
dragons on the covers of their books back then, just average books had dragons on them, I don't think that quote ever would have been born.
Yeah. All right, so what do you do in the Jeweled Nymph, Tim?
All right, well, while I'm getting my meal that may or may not be an abomination, I'm keeping an eye out for off-duty guards. Not to talk to them, just observe them.
Okay. Tim, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. You don't really see any guards in the inn. Roll me a perception, though.
All right. 21.
21. All right. You don't see any guards of any sort. You see like a couple people wearing outfits that certainly like basically you see people wearing what you would assume to be like people who like outfits from like city hall and like that kind of area. Like people who work with like the government but not the guards.
You're in the expensive tavern.
I'm in the
I mean-
expensive tavern, and most interestingly, I'm on the tavern that is directly on the road leading from the entrance/exit to the prison.
All the government buildings are together.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise that you decided it's the expensive tavern because the government workers go there.
It really depends on the government.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess this isn't the the mail service that go here
No.
or teachers. Anyways,
Teachers.
I just got
Not
sad
to worry about
when
it.
I
Don't
remember
worry
how
about
much
it.
they get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a couple of them just like either drinking like on their break or like hanging out with some friends and stuff like that.
Stand doesn't come off. Ignore us. We're passing the
We're-
time while Tim gets
Yeah.
drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
So do you simply sit and drink?
I'm checking a few things.
All I'm saying
on
is
this
if you're letting your
paperwork
friends
here.
hold you back from meeting new people because they think you're not good at talking, then that's unfair.
Not
There's a difference
inaccurate, just
between-
unfair.
Thinking something and knowing it to be true. I mean, he's proven it. Hey,
I mean,
at least
Okay,
he
so this
wasn't
is
like
young.
2 days from retirement.
All right, so this tells me one of two things. Either they have really good food at the prison, or they strictly enforce, well, just the prison rules in general are strictly enforced, including whether or not the guards are allowed to walk 10 minutes down the road on lunch break.
Say again?
This is telling me something about how structured and how much the rules are followed in the prison, how lax they are, or how not lax. In this
Okay,
case, leaning
that's
more
fine.
towards not lax. This is the equivalent of not being allowed to drive 5 minutes to get Wendy's for lunch.
Or they're not on break right now.
All the guards wouldn't go on break at once. That would be terrible.
Yeah, but
Right.
it could be the 1 o'clock
Changing of
rush where the prisoners go to get food or something, and all the guards have to be there to watch them. IDK.
Yeah.
I don't make this game.
Or maybe all the guards do 4-hour shifts, so there's never breaks.
Or the guards are really big fans
Yeah,
of the
damn,
trout and
I
blueberries.
quit.
Or
I'll quit. I'll
maybe-
be a guard.
Maybe they all bring their lunch. Or also maybe they just get fed there.
No, you've got a mess hall there. They get fed there. The question is whether the food's any good. And if it's a prison, the answer is probably no.
What if
I
the
don't know, I've heard
alternative
the
is
chips are
baked
good.
trout?
Hey, baked trout's not the problem. Baked trout with the blueberries and cabbage is the problem.
I mean, see,
Again,
like,
if this is what is being sold to the passersby, what's in the prison is probably worse.
Yeah, that's fair.
this is, yeah.
Maybe it's lobster.
Like
That's
in
true.
catering to the
That's
prison.
true. No, lobster was traditionally prisoners' food.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's
it was
sea
like
roaches.
rat of the sea. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they really
I don't
just
think it
are
really-
sea roaches.
I don't think it really blew up until people started getting it on trains and discovered it's actually good.
I mean, when you say people, you mean rich people figured it out that it could be good, and then they decided it was for them.
Or it was one guy who fed it to rich people that they discovered it could be good.
Yeah. So
Or-
Tim, do you just sit and drink and eat?
And, observe. With 4 charisma, exactly how much intelligence do you expect me to gather by talking to these people?
Tim, with 4 charisma, I expect you to not be wise enough to not talk to people. I know a lot
4
of people with
charisma
low
and
charisma,
14
and they
wisdom.
don't shut the fuck
Wisdom.
up.
Yeah. He does have
4
wisdom.
charisma and 14 wisdom.
I couldn't
I
get
know
him to
enough.
talk at all. and
He
low charisma
knows
person
he's an
useless.
idiot.
Yeah.
He's just bad about being one.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
All right.
All right, fine. Back to John then.
back to me?
Yes.
Did you come back to the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, I just went back to the Thieves Guild because
Okay.
I
I share the information with him.
Oh, cool. Here, let me quick update our map. There, it's done.
Excellent. You have now learned a new thing. You look around.
Da-da-da-da.
Sarah's not here.
Well, we knew that we were going to meet there first, so
Want to go ahead and go?
yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Cool.
what time is it right now?
Mid-ish afternoon, probably 4 o'clock.
So, would that be early for our meal, or?
Yeah.
Well, like,
I'd say dinner happens between like 5 and 6.
Somewhere
Okay.
just before dusk.
And you still have to walk there, so 20, 30 minutes.
yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and go.
Okay. We head over.
Cool. You head over to the inn. Love how everyone's doing interesting things.
I mean, I'll probably play for a little bit before.
I mean,
good place.
I would have done something interesting, but like, I went to a place that was like, "Hey, I need this person." They're like, "No." They're like, "Well, I guess, I guess no's the
Yeah, it's-
answer."
Yeah, it sucks that they weren't there, but there was a bunch of people in government outfits in a different place that no one talked to.
Well, player knowledge.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can ignore player knowledge if you want to enjoy things.
No, I'm a good player.
All right, Tim, you finish eating. Are you ready to go to your dinner now?
Sure, that
Wait
sounds
for
good.
that.
That's possibly my favorite part of all this. Is Tim is just like, "Oh, that was good. Time for dinner." Which Tim, that also cost you, I'll say 2 silver.
Wow, it was expensive.
It was the trout, man.
Yeah, it was special.
I
I
mean-
mean, it was fresh trout.
I mean, 2 silver is genuinely expensive for.
Oh yeah.
Impressive to get trout in a river town like this.
It was also the fancy tavern, so.
Yeah, I kind
Okay,
of
he'll tell us
expected
about it, and we'll
that
know
at
to
the
go there
fancy
tomorrow.
tavern.
All right, so everyone heads to that thing that I can't remember the name of, the Feather and Filthy Cobbler. So the
that
two of you
rings
just
a
try to get like a corner table.
Yeah.
Cool.
look around and see what else
You said
happening.
this is at the Feather and what?
Feather and
Filthy
filthy
cobbler.
cobbler.
So I'm looking around, just seeing who all is there right now.
Let's see. At this point, it's fairly slow, but it's clear that like the cook and the workers are like preparing for dinner, so it's pretty clear that like it's about to pop off. So at the moment, you see like the like one person to like take your order, and like 2 or 3 people cleaning stuff up, and like 4 people at other tables total.
Anything look like out of the ordinary? Like, who all, like, is it just a bunch of peasants?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Not so much peasants, so much as like just craftsmen and of like people not super
Okay.
poor, but certainly not middle or upper class.
I'm actually gonna start out not at John's table. I'm gonna be playing from like another inner wall, but just different angle.
Okay, so basically like a different.
Because I'm gonna be
corner.
playing, I'm gonna be performing, but yeah,
Yeah.
different corner.
All right, Tim, you arrive after 15 minutes of them being there.
Hey,
Where do
I'm
you go
not
to
done.
then?
I'm not done.
Okay, go on.
I call the server over. I want some
Okay.
whatever the equivalent of chips and guac is, and a
okay.
light beer.
Let's see.
Like,
the
I
equivalent
wanna
of chips
Light
and-
beer?
Yeah, I want a light. Dude, I've got 4 con. What do you expect me to be able to drink?
But please clarify, do you mean like a light in color beer, or do you mean like Bud Light?
No, what I want is whatever draft beer they have watered down by 1/4. Like, I want
Oh.
1/4 of a beer and
Okay.
3/4 water.
Do you ask for a light beer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you're an idiot.
What like I'm trying to think of what the equivalent of chips and guac is. And I'm assuming it's basically bread and butter.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
okay,
it's
that's fair.
probably a hearty bread with like
Like some cheese.
Actually, how is the cheese around here? This is an important question, trust me.
I don't know, it's fine. It's not amazing quality, I'm sure, especially with at this inn.
Okay,
Somebody picked
so
the shitty end to go to.
especially if the cheese itself is not of amazing quality. Melt the cheese with some beer, toast up some slices of bread. You've got a beer cheese dip and chips, basically.
You're expecting a lot from the shitty inn.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
what they
expecting
basically
them to melt cheese in a pot and put beer in it.
yeah, I mean like Tim's basically just like, can you make me some what is it like melty cheese dip? Shit.
So
Queso?
No, the other fondue. Tim's just like, I would like some beer fondue to put on my bread, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you some regular cheese.
We'll give you some cheese and bread and
Also,
some
probably
like
I'll have
hard
to give
crust
you a
of
thing.
bread.
Not every cheese melts for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what they basically bring you is like, like a couple pieces of bread, a little bit of butter and cheese, and 2 mugs. One of them half full with beer, and the other one full with water.
Excellent, thank you.
To be honest, at first I thought about just them bringing you water.
I would have accepted it.
Like, I'd like a light beer, and there's like water. And you're like, they just hand you water with like, instead of like a lemon wedge, it's just like a piece of wheat.
Oh, I love it.
what is your constitution?
4.
Bad.
Oh, okay. Because mine's just a 10. Mine's average, so I think my character can have like a drink and be okay.
Yeah, no.
Man.
Mine.
a bad cold would just knock you over.
I'm going to. A normal cold will knock me over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably finish my water, get more water, and still have half my beer left. uh.
Cool. So that'll be, we'll say 4 copper, because you didn't even 4 copper is the price of a regular ale, and you had 1/4 of that. Or
Okay.
1/2 of that. And some
I'll
bread.
go ahead and give 6.
Okay. They thank you.
Okay. No, I'm done. You can continue now.
Okay.
Now I've got
So-
something, so I'm not as
So Tim,
obvious.
after you by the time you get here and walk in, you see a couple other people have come in by now. So some of the tables have a couple people sitting in them, but you're able to easily see your friend in one corner playing music and your other friend in the other corner just eating bread and drinking very watered down looking ale. Like you sort of walk in as she's like pouring the water into the ale.
Does he die inside? Does he
Only a
need to do
little.
like a fort save or?
There's no will save to not walk over and slap it out of her hands.
Uh,
I know some people can't hold their liquor.
You're disappointed in them. But
Brown
you
just like has
understand.
like a finger of like beer and the rest water, just like, oh, it's strong.
The thing is, I know someone like that in real life.
I mean, fair enough. So where do you find a spot to sit, Tim?
I find a spot to sit. If they're in the corners, then I just sit kind of in the middle, facing the door.
Mizuki, what the fuck? Sorry, she just ran in twice and left. Is it a spot near the door?
Near the middle, facing the door.
Okay. Okay, so there's about like I'd say about 2 tables between you and them.
Okay. And I get myself something to drink that I sip on, which, with my full stomach, shouldn't really be a problem for any risk of it getting me drunk.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, here's the real question, Pierre. Did you decide to show up early, or are you waiting?
Well, I got a couple other things I want to do, considering I kind of hit up Tim real early in the morning.
Okay, what other stuff do you want?
I'd like to go visit the town guard's outpost and see
Okay,
if I
so-
can get some further information about a tip that I received from another town over.
Okay. So you're able to get to what would the outpost be? I guess this is basically like the holding cells / like sheriff's office like kind
Yeah.
of thing, like
Yeah.
guard captain.
Yeah, so I'm looking, not even if I'm not can't get in touch with the captain itself, just someone that would be at least knowledgeable of the
Yeah, so
Current
not
affairs
necessarily
of
the
the town.
captain, but someone who has a leadership position of any sort.
exactly.
All right. Yeah, so you're able to go there. Upon knocking on
Showing-
the door,
Showing
someone
what
will open up.
information I have to prove
Yeah.
my credentials and all that. I would pretty much be going into see if I can find out anything about the recent go-abouts of the town. See if there's been recent cases that have come up, and whether or not they'd be something that might involve some of my knowledge or any of the cases I'm currently working on.
It will be. It's certainly difficult, like, to get that kind of information because, of course, it's hard to ask about active cases in a city that you're not from, even if you
Mhm.
have, your whatever it's called, identification.
Yeah,
Credentials.
identification, yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
So he's only really able to tell you about like cases that have recently happened already. And so like you hear about a couple just like petty thefts. But like the only main one that was interesting at all is that a member of the Thieves Guild was arrested for murder.
Any chance I can get the name of the is there a suspect involved currently, or has it only been
Oh, trial's already done. It's a
oh.
guy by the name of Durmark, slated for execution in about 4 or 5 days, around there.
4 or 5 days, huh?
Yeah.
I take it from what I've heard from a town over, someone's coming in to finish finish up this case?
I mean, the case is basically done.
Well, if he's doomed for the hangings, any chance I can get a chance to talk to him before then? If he's already doomed to die, might as well at least get out whatever information we can for any other cases.
Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of chance to interrogate him, considering Paul Harper doesn't usually let anyone near the guy or any of his basically anyone in that damn place. I don't know. We can try to pull some strings to see if we can get you an audience with him, but it may be a little bit.
Since
Yep.
the case has already been closed, is the case's notes already made public, or are they still holding out until after execution?
Oh no, they're public already.
Okay. So I can, if I want to, I can look through them and see if I can glean anything before I go to talk to him.
Yeah, they're in public records now.
All right. I might
Yeah.
come back later in the. Let me
Yeah,
know.
Come back tomorrow, and I'll see if I can't get you in there. Because considering your station and stuff, you could probably get by with a couple more things than we could do. So might
I
actually be
greatly
good to see if we
appreciate
can get
your
some info.
cooperation.
Yeah, man, we're just trying to keep scum off the street. So
Mm-hmm. And I'm after the bigger fish, so anything you can help will help trickle down the road.
yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right.
You owe me though.
I'll see what I can do. All right, I think that's all I needed for the time
Excellent.
being. So I'll head back to, I guess, the well, I could go check up on the guy, see if he's still drunk in the corner back alley. But I bet he won't be there this time.
So, is that where you're going to check on him?
We'll go check in the alley where I last had seen him.
You actually do not see him down that alley.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Is there still like the stain of his scent? Just
Oh, I mean, like, it
correspond to the
smells horrible, but you don't know if that's the alley or him, or if the alley smells like that because of him, or maybe
Or
he
if
smells
it's-
like that because of the alley.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's probably
But it
because of
certainly
the
mingles
frog.
in the worst ways. That's also true. So where do you head next?
I guess I'll go ahead to the Feather and Filthy Cobbler.
Awesome. So
Yes, I've
you
got-
start walking, and you look over in the next alley, and he is in that one.
You're
Also
awfully awake
unconscious.
from the last time I'd found you.
No, he's
Huh?
unconscious.
Oh,
He's in the exact same position he was in that last alley, except like tilted 30 degrees and in this alley.
Ah, Mr. Brouhaha. Yeah.
Jiminy Brouhaha.
I give him a shake and ask him about his froggy friend.
He just.
Fine. I put him back in his mess and leave him there.
Yeah, you sort of like
Gentle
slump him
tap
back
on
on
the
the
head.
ground, and he like readjusts to be in that one position he was just in, which looks very uncomfortable to you.
Probably see a doctor about that spine.
You're even a cat folk, so you're used to being in a.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's got a magnet in his head or something that needs to point north when he sleeps.
Who said it was the? Well, I'm not gonna comment.
Tim,
He says a lot
Tim,
of things.
that's the thing. We all have magnets. That's how they're tracking us.
God damn it. Okay.
I need you to go get the tinfoil now. To wrap it around John's head.
So you head on over to the inn or tavern or whatever.
Mhm.
We'll say you get there after John and Kristen,
That's
who
fine.
you don't know. But before Tim is able to get there. So the two of you will see a like catfolk walk in.
I take the center table.
Okay.
The one that's right as much in the middle of the room as possible.
Okay. So sorry, Tim. When you get there, the catfolk is in the very middle table of the room.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
after
go to
a
the same
couple
table I was
minutes-
planning before, different one from
Yes.
the.
So after a couple minutes of you sitting at the table, you see the door open and your new friend walks in.
Sver, come, have a seat. Let's talk some more.
What do you want to
So,
know?
so just out of curiosity, can I just? I obviously know that they're connected now.
Yes.
Like, uh, is there a like appraise or like perception just to get as much as possible from him?
Yeah,
Just
you
like,
could definitely do like a perception check to sort of
okay,
see what you can guess about him.
yeah, 16.
What would you like to glean from my
Oh, I mean, like, how do you carry yourself? Do you look to me like someone who's on the straight and narrow, or are you more of a crooked guy hiding his ways, or I sh
I seem almost a little overly bold, as if I know what I'm walking into.
okay,
But with how I'm carrying my swagger, because I go about it with sitting as relaxed and as spread out as possible, as if I'm welcoming as I can be.
okay,
Uh, built wise, I'm pretty slim fit with not exactly the most nice clothes, but at least they are decent. It's a nice shirt, a nice vest that has some inner pockets you can probably glean from just the way some things just press against my chest.
yeah.
Rapier to the side, and a couple here's
you
and there
Puss in
strapped to the
Boots?
pouch. Congratulations, you caught on.
Do I
had a
detect?
set of this character was originally supposed to be part of a Shrek team. I was gonna mess with them.
I knew that information.
It's a good thing it waited until now to find out, otherwise your character would have died like the first instant. Like, all right, well, and
No.
Pierre's here. Unfortunately, rocks fall and everyone dies. New
Yeah.
characters.
Thank God everyone got to a centralized rock falling location.
Unfortunately, the inn you're in just burns down right now. Nothing you could do. Lightning struck it.
Secretly, this inn is the one I've been hunting down. I'm just removed from the universe.
Do you have any exposed like medallions or emblems of any sort that I could recognize?
I would say there's a couple like
Medals of honor.
no, nothing of
War
that sort.
hero.
Calls of Duty? Wait, no, that's a.
Yeah, Moderns of Warfare.
How fancy is your rapier hilt?
It's. Let me check my gear again.
How stealable is it? Yeah, how is it tied well to your hip, or is it pretty loose? Where's your coin purse?
Should I roll knowledge nobility to know what the emblems mean? Or
I
I guess
mean,
nobility maybe, or
I could do
I'm not.
local.
I don't know what the emblems mean, so.
I haven't even described any emblems on him.
Yeah.
Because like I would say
You did
he's got
say that there are
cut-
some, so. Or you were starting
That's
to.
true. Well, I was gonna say that there's the vest is a little like trimmed to make it like noticeable, as if like to that way like in a crowd if you were to see him you would be recognizable, not someone that would be as someone who would blend in unless you were he wouldn't
Okay.
blend in if you were looking for him.
You draw
Yeah.
attention.
Pierre,
Yes.
you're a cat man. The vest isn't what makes you easy to pick out in a crowd.
Especially since I'm a tabby.
Yeah.
What about the boots? Do the boots make you
Yeah,
stand
do the
out?
boots
They're
have the
simple
fur?
boots.
Are they boots with the fur?
No, but they go all
No.
the way up.
Oh, God, I hate all this.
I
Don't worry.
They have
we do
concave
too.
metal where the sole should be because these boots are made for walking.
So anyways,
Here, do you have any
But,
badges or anything on you?
Nothing visible.
Okay.
Like, I'm not like trying to proclaim where I'm from. Just more just I want to make sure that you see me.
You look like an eccentric weirdo.
Yes,
Okay.
which fits well with my lack of wisdom.
Yeah. What you see is a character built for combat.
Oh, cool. Another one.
No wonder we get along so well.
I'm
Okay, the
going
jacket's
to
reversible.
continue keeping an eye on the door and the comings and goings of people just to see if there's anyone else that seems to be watching things. But
I was
most
really
of my
hoping
attention.
you were gonna be like, I'm just gonna see him walk in and just.
I could do that.
Exactly. Just... You'd be like, "Spam!"
All right, carry on.
here, welcome to the end.
So anyway, what do you want to know?
Well, Sphere, I'm coming over from a town not so far over, though I originate from even further over, and looking for information. But you already know that. I told you this earlier today. Currently, I'm out to try and get in touch with somebody to get some assistance, but they're not exactly easily accessible right now. And I think you might be the closest one to having knowledge of this person and what they might know currently. So what can you tell me about the falling of a baron, I should say?
Tim doesn't know a whole lot about anything.
Tim doesn't even have shark facts.
The moment Tim begins to open his mouth for an answer, you hear a voice behind you. There's just, "What do you want?" The waitress has come over.
Ah. Give my friend here something strong and stiff to drink.
Oh my.
You gonna
I'm sure
specify, or
he'll
do I just
guzzle it
bring
right
out the
down.
most expensive one?
Yeah, we're just gonna go for straight for the most expensive one they have. Which, if this
All
is
right.
supposed, if my intuition is correct, this is probably a front, which means they're probably not gonna have the most expensive thing in the universe.
Here, what's your wisdom?
4.
You said if your what's correct?
That's fair. That's fair. I got some gold to spend.
A moment later, she comes back with a bottle of wine that is sealed and looks very, very fancy. Just turns to Pierre like, all right, 200.
Oh
Done.
shit.
All right,
Is that
200 gold. That's a gold.
Oh.
He's not even gonna taste it.
All right, Tim, enjoy your sanguine wine.
I did
All
ask
right.
for the strongest and stiffest, not that. Whether that is the strongest and stiffest is to be debated.
To clarify why I consider this able to be the strongest and stiffest is because it is a wine that after drinking one glass gives your blood a bitter flavor for an hour.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
This is not
that's
regular wine.
yeah,
This
no.
is
isn't like the,
anti-vampire wine.
This isn't like
Yeah.
the Trask blood I had in another campaign.
Yeah, the Trash Slayer usually knocks people the fuck out unless they make a DC 35 fort save.
Oh gosh.
The first time that I put it in a campaign, someone nat 20.
Nice.
I was
Okay.
really mad about that. It still almost made them pass out though.
Yeah,
it
it would
got
for
them
me.
from perfectly normal to absolute blackout on the
I
edge
don't
of passing
know
out.
if Kimchi can be in this room when that bottle gets opened.
I think so. It's far
Okay.
enough away that like you might like smell it, but like you know there's enough going on here and there's enough airflow from people walking around that you'll be
Constitution
fine.
Now,
It's like
whether or not
if my
Tim's
inner
breath can
intuition is
knock him out.
correct.
Yes.
All right. So at what point do I start making saving throws?
You know, because it's not super like it's strong. Let's see if I can find my other deck that I need.
But it's like the sour plum strong. It's not like straight vodka or something.
Yeah, it's strong wine for sure, but it's not like the kind of drink that like when you take a sip of it, it like feels like it's gonna knock you out. Like it goes down smooth. It's just like after a little bit, you certainly notice like the effects creep up on you with this.
It's never good when a DM gets out a deck of cards.
No, it is my attempt to think of there's the other one.
It is exclusively bad.
It's like when the DM just starts rolling dice while you're talking among
Yeah.
your characters, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Starts
Oh.
asking for passive perceptions.
Seems to be a lot of things in that deck of cards. One might even say many things.
Yeah. Perhaps.
We're gonna pull out an item from the wine.
You start drinking, and then suddenly you just can cast Wish.
Anyway, are there 2 glasses
Cop up
here,
with
or am I
Thor.
drinking it by myself?
Oh, they bring 2 glasses.
I
Poor
pour myself
Rose.
a small glass.
All right.
I'm hoping
But-
I have at least enough constitution to handle a glass.
Both of you make me a fort save at least to see like how quick it hits you.
All right.
Now, it'll be interesting here because Tim has. Oh
12.
boy. But like Tim has a belly full already, so.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
true. He's been drinking all day. Since
No,
I
he's
got
been
him
eating all
started early.
day.
Yeah.
No,
He didn't
started
drink at
drinking
his
this
last
morning.
tavern.
Ah, that's
Yes,
true.
but he didn't drink at his last tavern. He only drinks when someone buys him the drink.
Yeah, that was hours ago. He's probably fine by now.
Oh, he was fine when he was having it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Pierre, just so you know, that 12 I rolled
you
is
did all
about
day
as
was
low as this is
eat.
going to go. My fortitude is +8.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
roll me a second fortitude save.
Both of us?
Oh no, just Pierre.
20.
Okay, cool. So you are in the stage 2 of inebriation. So you have a basically you have a -2 to all like social skills.
Oh, fuck.
So, like diplomacy, bluff,
Charisma based.
sense motive.
You have a -2 to charisma.
I mean, sense motive is wisdom.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This will also include like basically any stat that requires one of the mental or any skill that requires a mental stat. Like you will also have a harder time recalling knowledge and things like that.
I feel like I should get a +2 in intimidate though.
What? 'Cause
Why?
you're a drunk cat.
Yeah.
Drunks aren't
Who wants
particularly
to mess with the
intimidating.
drunk cat?
I actually would be very interested in getting into an intimidation off just to see which of us wins.
Oh no, I wouldn't do well at all.
No.
I just feel like I should get it. Anyway.
So now that you two have gotten a bit drunk, or more than a bit, what now? Pierre has started off by asking you about a duke,
Mhm.
Or no, a baron.
a baron.
The fall of a baron.
The fall of a baron. You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
I was really hoping Tim would be like down the stairs.
That's honestly what I was expecting too. But well, it seems that he's had a bit of a fall from grace, or he'd always been this way. It's not entirely clear, but all the same, his son seems to have taken the reins from here. And I'm trying to look further into this to whether or not this has been a fair situation. That being said, I'm fully willing to understand and work with those who might have more information. And you can see that I'm more than willing to pay for the assistance.
I definitely see that.
Yeah.
What happened to my hand?
Consumed.
I'm so drunk, my hand is disappearing.
Just from your perspective.
So as it stands, I don't think I have the full details of this, but I think someone else might. But the issue stands that I'm pretty sure he's currently being held up in a court case. One that's already been decided before he ever had a chance. Does this ring any bells to you?
I can't say I know anything about a baron in a court case. Given what I know of politics around here, I know of a baron or two I wouldn't mind falling down some stairs, but falling from grace?
Can you
Hmm.
make me
Where
a
is
bluff check?
Grace? How tall is Grace?
Bluff.
How bad does it hurt when you fall?
25.
For bluff?
Yeah.
Well,
Which
I
of
told
us?
Tim to make the bluff check, so.
Oh, you wanted Tim to make the bluff.
Yes.
Sorry.
What do you say, Tim?
21.
Pierre, make a sense motive check.
21.
I don't detect it.
What'd you get?
A 15.
Yeah. He seems like he doesn't really know anything.
Hmm.
The thing is, he might not.
This is what we call plausible deniability.
I'm not even sure if he's bluffing. I don't know if he remembers the things we talk about around him.
Well then, maybe you won't be the one I need to look out for. Do you have anyone that might be able to assist me then? Well, someone that might know a little bit more.
I know this lawyer, kind of connected, might know something.
I was trying to beam that to you with my brain.
Oh, I chose my words carefully, Jonathan. Don't worry. Wow. It wouldn't be so outlandish for someone in my profession to be working with someone of the law.
And what is your profession? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I've been having this cough all day. That's
I pull the
Yeah.
pistol out. Fire.
So I kind of look you up and down. And what exactly is your profession?
Well, I am someone who looks into situations that just don't seem fair to the right people.
Okay, so you're a
I'm
PI.
currently-
Got it.
Say what?
You're a PI. Got it.
For someone with so little intelligence, I'm impressed you came to that conclusion.
My intelligence is fine. My wisdom is fine.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
My charisma is crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
He
why he
understands a
actually
lot of
said
things,
all
he
of
has
these
no
things
idea-
out loud just now.
Yeah. He has
That's fair.
he's intelligent. He just doesn't really know how to
Yeah.
get that information to people in a
That's
normal
a good way
way.
of describing me. Well, I meant the PI part, not what you just said.
Oh no! That's what it is.
I would say that's a pretty decent way of describing me. Though I'm a little bit more official, though I don't have a lot of credence in this town. That isn't to say that I can't do and don't work for certain individuals for the right pay and the right understanding. But it has to fit into my morals. I look into what I need to for what I need, for my needs. And as long as it fits within my sense of justice. That sound acceptable?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So you're a PI for a religious order with kind of a neutral sway.
Nope, that's not how you think your character said that.
I get that is an interpretation.
Yes, yes, it is. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know exactly where this lawyer is right now. Next time I see them, I can point them your way.
I'd like that. I'd appreciate that. I'm also looking for. Do you know of any others that? You haven't come from this town. Do you have any other friends that might be in this town that might be willing to talk?
Not
just-
that come immediately to mind.
Here's just that cop that's just like, hello, fellow kids. I also like to do the weed and marijuana. Do you guys know where I could purchase some, or anyone
Yes.
who has purchased them?
Yes.
Where were those
God, do you not
transactions
remember
made?
the time I intimidated a kid by simply standing in an alley with him?
Yeah, but this is like, it's so funny how like you'll ask questions that are so obviously like, if Tim's not already on your side being like, do you happen to have any friends in this city that I can talk to as well as this lawyer? It's just like so incredibly funny at how like it's not gonna help make Tim be on your side, but at the same time Tim's just like, I mean, I guess this guy just says whatever he thinks. So there's that.
No, this inner monologue and what comes out of my mouth are two very different things.
Yeah, but not Pierre.
I'm thinking to myself right now, do I have friends here? Yes. Who want to talk? No.
Well, like as I mentioned before, well, I'm not going to spoil my intentions because
You guys
that would
just
just
need
give
to
away
beat
too
him
much.
up in
Because
the
I
alley.
am thinking about what I'm saying.
We should
And
just
what
beat
I'm
him up in the
doing.
alley.
Yeah, just get him drunk and beat him up in the alley, and
Yeah.
everyone might be friends.
Yeah. No, we take him out back. He's like, "Oh, come on. We got a friend out back." And then we take him out back and I blow dart him, and then we take all of his money and clothes and weapons and stuff, and maybe slit his throat. I don't know. And
No,
Is
we
it-
don't kill people, but we might, shave strategic spots.
Of the
oh
cat?
gosh. You're
That's a dick
horrible.
move.
You're evil. I was just gonna kill him, but like, wow. Wow. That's worse.
That is. You don't shave the cat.
I didn't say completely shave, just spots.
Are you saying that instead of
Do you mean like
taking a
specific
Sharpie and
spots or
drawing
just...
a penis on a drunk guy, you're just gonna shave a penis into the cat's fur?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I feel like there's a performance check required for this.
Now the question
And
is,
I know he's gonna fail.
when you're shaving a cock and balls into someone, do you leave some of the hairs as the curly hairs, or do you just?
I don't think you usually draw the curly hairs. I
You
think when you get to that level of trying to draw it, you make it weird.
It's
No, see,
weird
what I
to
do
live
is I leave the cock and balls as, a hair outline and then shave everything around that. So the cock and balls is the only hair left.
No, see that.
Okay, can we move on from the cock and balls?
Yeah. Back to the conversation.
Anyways,
Then they could just shave that and get rid of it.
Done.
So you gotta leave all the rest, so that if they want to get rid of it, they have to shave everything. Moving on.
Yes. Back to the subject at hand.
anyways, no,
Um,
you don't have any friends who want to talk.
Yeah.
So find out where the lawyer can find him.
John, you take 4 damage from a glass being thrown past a person who dodges from a particularly rowdy table.
Can I not attempt to dodge it?
No, because you didn't know it was coming. You're listening to this conversation.
I said I was keeping my eyes on the door and other things as well. I did say
You were
that.
keeping your eye on the door, and it came from the left.
Okay. Is there anything in the corner where John's character is sitting, or is it, just
Yes,
a
There's
corner?
a glass that has been thrown at his face.
I meant like a bathroom or something.
No, this is like if the doorway is where my doorway is, it's like that corner. So it's like along that side of the building. Bathroom's gonna be more on like that side.
So like on my side.
Yeah.
Do I see him looking around the room? For
Well, no, it's something I would have checked for when I came
Yeah.
in.
You
But
wouldn't
you
even have to
came
check
in-
for it. When you walked in, you would have been like, "Oh yeah, there's a hall that goes to the bathroom, and here's the big
Okay,
room."
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have any good excuse to go over to John.
You just walk over. Hey, do you know any lawyers?
If you're not comfortable talking now, we can talk at a later point. I'm not afraid to. We can meet back here at another date. Just as long as our intentions align, I'm more than willing to help with any noble task.
Yeah, I think we can arrange a second meeting here.
That works. I've got some other business to do in this town, so we'll talk.
How will I
And
get
then I
in
leave.
touch with you? No.
Are we going to actually schedule when we're coming back?
You can find me here. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'm
Okay.
not going too many other places. Same time.
Same time. So we
Alright,
have to
same
wait
time.
a day. Cool. 24 hours.
Ugh.
On the bright side, it's not like you're in a time crunch.
Definitely not.
However, a moment later, a woman walks over to John's table, just like, "I am so sorry about that glass. Look, I've been on vacation all week, and like,
Yes.
one of my friends was being a dick, and so I just kind of threw it, and they dodged, and I am so sorry."
Oh, it's okay. You're on vacation. That must be nice.
Oh yeah, been out of town for a bit, but just got back, earlier today.
What do you do?
Oh, a coroner. It's not
Oh,
the most glamorous job.
yeah.
What if
I
I was
mean-
just like, "Oh, I'm a builder"? I was just like, "Yes, the coroner's here," and I'm like, "No."
I'm a builder, but my husband's a corner.
It's like, "Yeah, yes."
Just a whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay, dead bodies.
Hey,
What do you do?
it's a job.
That's true.
I'm actually just passing through. I'm a kind of an itinerant worker looking for some work.
Oh, fun.
Do you need help with dead bodies? I don't know what a coroner does.
Like, do you want to go back to the? I'll be honest. I'm not sure if we're hitting on each other here or not.
I mean,
Real quick though, roll me. I still don't know if memory is supposed to be like wisdom or intelligence. But roll me. Which stat would you say for remembering a detail?
I feel like
Could be
that's
intelligence.
intelligence
Yeah.
because that's knowledge. Knowledge is
Yeah.
recalling a detail. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll me an intelligence check.
Because I think at D&D, the only way you can have keen mind as a feat is if you have a certain level of intelligence.
All right, John, what did you not roll well?
I rolled 4.
Okay.
But you have a stat.
What?
But it's an intelligence check. Or is that your total?
That's my total.
You roll a 1?
Yes, I rolled a 1.
Cool.
You think you remember a bogus thing that doesn't actually help anyone.
I would love to even come up with something like that, but even I can't figure
You
out.
remember that sharks can't swim backwards because the way they breathe.
Sharks don't
You
use,
remember
like-
that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
No. I'm
playing behind a song that you've just heard too many times, and it just kind of brings back memories of previous jobs.
Yeah. You remember that you're supposed to meet Sparrow back at the hideout immediately after the cat leaves. You never discussed that, but Yeah, but she's just like, I mean, I'm not on duty yet. I still am on vacation.
what? Sounds good.
Yeah.
You want to go back to your no? Perfect.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna be that guy who plays the opposite gender and then immediately tries to have sex with every person that they encounter. Um. Alright, well, it's okay about the glass thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I really am sorry about that. Here, do you want some food? I can buy you some food before I leave.
I literally just ate. I'm on my way out the door.
She just looks down like, chips and guac. No, that doesn't happen. She does like, okay,
Wow,
well,
you know the
you have a
term
good
for it
one.
too.
Yeah. She's like, okay, have a good one, and like walks back to her other table.
All right, I'm gonna bounce.
Cool. You leave. Kristin, you can
gonna-
continue singing, I guess.
I'm gonna
I
finish out the
finish my
dinner
drink
rush. I
and
mean,
then
like,
leave.
this is
Yeah, fair
when
enough.
people are here.
Roll me perform check.
20 total.
All right, you are able to make 17 damage. No, you make 17 silver.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I do perform. All right, you take 12 damage from a tomato. It's like, what?
What is with this tavern and things flying?
What is with that tomato?
That's a hell of a tomato.
It wasn't
Here,
a
I'm
hell of
not-
a tomato. It was a hell of an arm. It disintegrated upon impact.
But so did half of your face.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone thought you were
That
bleeding.
tomato became buckshot.
Yeah, everyone thought you were bleeding, but it was just the tomato.
It was
But
just the tomato.
then
You-
they
you
realized
scraped
it
off, but
actually
your
was.
whole face was bruised. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just literally removed 3 layers of skin. No.
I also keep an eye though, because I see from my side, I see the glass hit John or Kimchi.
Yeah.
I see them interact. Who else was at her table?
Just like a couple other people.
Okay.
They don't look like you don't see them and like seem suspicious or anything. They look just like regular like tavern goers.
Right.
They're cardboard cutouts shaped vaguely like NPCs.
They are shaped like people who were not given names.
Yes, but
When
what
they
are
head
their
out-
names?
When they head out, do they like pair off in groups that like live together or live in the same direction, or do they like all head separate ways? Or
Well, when they walk out, you see like one of them going by the window, but you can't really like see the other ones from the inside.
okay.
So like it looks like they've sort of all split off, but like you can't really tell. I guess you
Cool.
probably hear a like see you guys tomorrow like kind of thing as they're leaving.
Okay, so it seems likely that they'll be back here tomorrow,
Possibly.
or not. Okay.
By
And then
listening closely to their conversation, you learn that their names are Eenie, Meanie, Miney, and Artyom.
I mean,
I
wanna
talked
be
to
mad, but,
Artyom.
like,
I head
Yeah.
back to the guild.
okay. I want to be mad to him, but there is also 2 Ace Attorney characters named Eenie and Meanie. And they're twin sisters, and one of them got like killed, and the other one took her place. It's a whole thing.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Do we all share information?
No, I keep it all to myself. No, yeah.
Mainly, Tim, do you talk about the the first dinner you had and who seemed to go there? The
Yes,
government
we've had
tavern?
one, yes, but what about second dinner?
Tim, I love Sphere because Sphere is apparently built like the Rock, but eats like a rock. Like it's just all he does in his day is go around to every tavern he can find and eat meals, and go home, and then he's shredded.
The
It's not
density
fair.
of a star purely from food.
Actually, is there food at the Thieves Guild? Like, is there a
Oh, yeah,
place where
yeah,
you can eat? Okay.
Yeah, they have like a little like area for like eating and things like that. They have a
How
pretty good
much
chef.
does it cost?
I mean,
A lot
depends what
cheaper
you
than
want.
the bottle of wine I
I
just
haven't
fed Tim.
eaten today. Tim's eaten 3 times and I haven't at all.
I'm sure I've got
played
some
in 3
haggis left in my
taverns,
beard
but
if you
I
want
haven't
it.
eaten anything.
I was saving it for later.
You're just- I don't mind saying that in character.
uh,
Do I decide that this is an eccentric chef?
Yes.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
In that case, currently being served is breaded goose
Okay, how much
Ooh.
is it?
with wild rice and purple cabbage.
Nice.
That doesn't sound bad.
That sounds
I
good.
don't know. Something about breaded goose is so wild to me.
How much?
That is literally
I am-
fried chicken, but a different bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's wrong. Let's see. Here's my food list. You have to understand that when I randomly generate food, it does not generate a price.
Build a
It's
better
fried chicken with
generator.
coleslaw.
We'll
I mean,
say
yeah.
5 silver. It's a good meal.
Oof. Well, I just made some good silver, so we're good.
Yeah.
I can
Literally
afford
made
that.
enough money for 3 of these meals. And Tim, I guess you're able to just bring the bottle of wine with you because there's enough in it for 6 glasses worth. So I guess you have 4 glasses left.
4.5.
Always
I was
useful
gonna
in
say, I
case
thought
we
Pierre took a
run
small
across
amount.
a vampire.
Yeah, I just took a small glass. Like not
Or
even
when
a
you want
full.
something smooth and strong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, make note of that. 4.5 servings.
Yeah.
Although
Alright,
if y'all,
Anyway,
Two for half an
while
hour.
I'm
You found
writing
so you
the
s-
wine into my inventory, I pass
said the
on my
jeweled
notes
nymph?
about the fact that I haven't seen any of the prison guards around towns at all suggests that they enforce the rules pretty thoroughly at the prison.
But you said there were other government employees there?
Yes, there were, but none from the
Might be a-
prison that I could see.
Might be a good place. Kimchi, if your lawyer friend is in this, like, is gonna help us get information, they might want to stop there.
maybe so.
Speaking of lawyer friends,
Or I could go there. I mean, I don't know the right things to ask, but
I think I'm gonna be pretty busy, what with my composing legal documents, and I got an in with the coroner, so I might be able to hunt her down now, since she is in
Okay.
town.
That's good. Do you want help with the forgeries?
I think, well, because I'm not even forging anything. This is just,
Okay.
this is just
speaking of
profession
certain lawyer
barrister.
friends,
If you tell me what to write and like show an example, I'm pretty good at.
speaking of lawyer friends, someone's been asking questions about a certain baron, and I think I might need an attorney present.
Ha! All right. I heard about, or I was there. I was listening. Murdoch again, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that sounds about right. With too many vowels.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe you didn't say Meow Doc.
That
Wait,
would've
is
given it
Murdoch
away
the
too
Baron?
easily.
No. Murdoch
No,
is
Murdoch
Pierre.
is Pierre.
Yes, I am Murdoch. Murdoch.
Meow
Murdoch.
Doc.
Murdoch.
Yeah, Doc.
God, I desperately want to play a Catfolk in a campaign who specifically like makes as many cat puns as possible. I mean, I did do that to John's campaign one time.
Yep, you did.
Gotta
Oh
learn
man.
Japanese just so you can do the nyan 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 from Monogatari.
You did that to one of my campaigns once, just minus the cat puns.
Okay. Yeah, I can. My lawyer buddy's going to be very busy. It sounds like. When do they like? Did you figure out a time so that we can meet up?
Yeah, they'll. Yeah, he's gonna be back here same time tomorrow night. Or sorry, gonna be back at the the Filthy Cobbler, same time tomorrow night.
Okay.
Which, I mean, sounds about like when, whoever it was that hit you with the glass was saying to see you tomorrow to their friends. I don't know if that's there or just somewhere, but
Yeah.
if she's on, I'm guessing you tell me that that's the coroner.
Yeah.
If she's still on vacation for a day or so, probably somewhere.
Yeah. I bet there's a way I could.
I guess, Kristin, go ahead and roll me a intelligence check, since you
Okay.
also would have access to this information.
Don't roll like I do.
Oh, I didn't. 20, or sorry. 9.
29?
Just
No,
9?
just 9. Just 9.
Just 9.
Okay.
Whew. Like, what the fuck? 29?
Sorry. I was looking at my ability score, not my ability modifier at first.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
And I was like, that
mean,
plus
Tim,
6 is 22.
You can
Okay.
also roll this intelligence check if you would like.
Me? Oh, or Sphere.
No, Tim.
Yeah.
Are you saying she seems familiar in some way?
Nat
Like,
20.
Fuck.
Okay, so Spare, out of all the people, here's John saying these things. He thinks, wait, but didn't the trial happen during the time that she said she's out of town? Neither of you two get that information. As Spare's like, isn't it weird that this? And everyone's like,
It's time for bed.
like Spare says that, and you guys are like, that sounds wrong. We must have misspoke, because there's no way you said that you got that and we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, I pull out, like, 37 papers, and I start, like, shuffling through them. I'm like... But, like...
Yeah, it all adds up.
Yeah, because this, like, whole thing started, like, 3-ish days ago when you guys found out about it, which means he was on trial, like, just before that.
Huh!
They've been gone for over a week.
Yeah, they just got back yesterday.
Yeah.
Same week I whirled in, actually, strangely enough.
Yeah, just like, huh.
pull out my gallon of ale and my random cup, not the false bottomed one, and I just pour some for it. Here you go, Smear.
You were just gonna be like,
Put my
"Spare
gallon
thought
away."
of something. I thought you were just gonna be like, Spare thought of something that I should have. Just like immediately start drinking yourself drunk.
I've got some wine.
The alcohol is obviously helping him think.
How tall is Sphere?
I
Sure,
have
how
this
tall
written
are you?
down. 4'3".
Okay, perfect. I finished looking through everything. Huh. I reach over and pat Sphere's head. Good Sphere. I mean, considering I'm almost 1.5 feet taller than you, yeah.
That works.
I didn't
You
realize
make a
how tall
character who
my
doesn't
character
do
is.
anything, and now Tim's just like, oh, this basic information that you guys missed, and you're like, so we did.
Uh,
So I guess the plan tomorrow. You said you'll be busy tracking down your lawyer friends so they can be busy. Should
That
I
sounds like
go?
a booty call. Although I guess they don't have.
Busy with the
They
lawyer.
didn't,
Should I
they didn't
go
have
to the
phones
Jeweled
at the
Nymph?
time, so I guess
And see what I can find
a
out.
snail mail.
a booty proclamation. you
Postcard.
get the town crier out there. Lady Dodan requests the presence of Lady Camshi at this nightly hour.
Lady Camshi would require Lady Dodan show up in her finest lingerie. Just, like, super obvious town crier yelling for like,
His town crier. But I also like the idea of just like a proclamation. It's like guy goes out there. There's like trumpeters with.
Yeah.
By order of Lady Kamshi, Lady Dodan is to arrive in her finest lingerie at the fine hour of 11 p.m.
But then you have to get the town crier for the
My
other
neighbors
half
are
of the conversation,
sleeping. He's just
responding.
yelling. Oh, that's my favorite new idea. Just a town crier doing booty calls.
Oh.
That's good. That's
The lady
maybe-
would like to declare that her parents are not home.
The sir has responded that he's busy tonight.
Yes.
The other sir who overheard is very interested.
No, I just like the Lady Dodan has said come over. He has responded that he can't because he's busy. She says her parents aren't over tonight, and then just
Yeah.
a bike goes past with him on it.
You hear clup clap
It's
clup
on-
clap
it's on
clup
the
clap
way
clup clap clup clap.
God.
Oh, this is horrible, and I hate this.
Everything about it.
Great.
All right. So, Sphere gets a drink, apparently for remembering a basic fact, and I'm very proud of him. And I think that's where we end for the night. Everyone getting prepared for tomorrow.
Okay.
I think we've
Where
all
there
got
is-
things to do.
I believe 4 days left until
That sounds
what's his name
rightish.
shows up. So Sothis.
Yes. Sothos of the Seekers of Nethys. Nethys's own.
I was like, this amount of time should be plenty for them to figure out something.
Dawn of the
And now
third
I'm not
day.
sure. It would help if there wasn't a cat asking very obvious questions. And then being like, I'll meet you in 24 more hours. Hope you're not on a time crunch,
Everything
bitches."
I've done is intentionally to bring attention to myself, to draw someone to me, and all I've done is had to chase them down. Like, do you understand how
Seriously.
frustrating it is asking
Well-
bare bones obvious questions?
Here, I have a
Bring-
question. They're in the Thieves Guild.
I
How
know.
often do you think the Thieves Guild interacts with very obvious people who draw attention to themselves?
That's why I went to their where they would most likely feel safe.
Yeah. This is like going to buy your weed from a dude who tells you when he has some more via the town crier.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that. I'm loving this interaction. You are making them come back to you as often as they are, but like not giving them enough information. So they're just like, I guess we just have to do this to see, but like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, it's
I'm doing it because
it's
I'm getting free drinks out of it.
it's genuinely like we have way more important things to be doing right now. Like we are on a time crunch. This doesn't even seem connected necessarily.
Yeah. The
Like
only
I
reason
think
they're
part of the
doing it
reason
is-
that like Tim said the lawyer is because like that frees us up. Because, you know, that leaves the three of us to go do other things because I'm definitely not also the lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think the main reason everyone is going to like meet you for these things is because at this point you're not a possible friend. You're what they call a loose end.
Yeah.
I know. And that's why I
But-
keep trying to force a hand.
But not like the most important one to hunt down right now. Like
It's a loose end of like, well, we should see how important this loose end is or how big it is, and then
Yeah.
figure out what to do about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't sound like someone who has enough information to make trouble for us. You sound like someone who's on a fishing expedition.
I'm
You-
trying
you-
to stay vague because then I don't like give away how much information I have. and
You
which
do
has been
sound
my
like a
intention.
bit like you're using NPC dialogue.
Yeah.
I know a thing about a person in a place. Was it you?
I feel like a
I-
Danganronpa character just waiting
Yeah.
for someone to hit me with one of the ask me
that's-
more about this thing.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening. It's like you're a bad Ace Attorney character that like gives vague information. You're like, I mean, I know they're connected to the case, but the game hasn't given me the correct dialogue choices to actually progress in that front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun. I guess we'll
Yeah.
do half a day next or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta work on that.
I mean, it'll help when
Don't
we
spend 30
become a
minutes
single
talking about
party?
what Tim's eating.
Question mark,
Yeah,
if
I'm
that's
hoping
even
so.
possible?
I'm hoping so. Or
Alright.
even if it's just you two and also Pierre and Tim and their own separate party, and the both of you just work together a little bit.
Yeah, like, do we become the, cats and they become bats or something? No, with the,
I mean,
no, it's
possibly.
the sharks. The sharks are gonna have their way tonight.
what?
The Jets are gonna
Oh,
have their
no, but I like
day
swimming backwards.
tonight.
West Side Story.
The Sharks and the Jets.
There's no west side in this town. This is Copperton East. Actually, I think it's Copperton West. So it's just the whole town. Yeah, it's just
Whole town.
The whole town
I
is
mean-
the
There's no
west
west side
side.
'cause it's all
To-
west.
To be fair, though, that is the way that West Side Story works too.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Butts.